to the way it used to be.
Good morning everybody, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Fatim. If it's your first time here, I want to say welcome, and if you've been here before, welcome back. I know it's been a while I've done a video, but today's video I really felt the need to do it. Today I want to talk about what's going on. So I've been feeling a bit rough a couple of days. Was it COVID-19? I don't know, but if you want to find out what I've been through the last couple of days, keep watching. And also I want to tell you what helped me, so stay tuned. Okay, so the first thing I want to say is this disclaimer. Okay, I am not saying I had COVID. I am just describing my symptoms, and I am saying what I believe was very useful to me even before any symptoms came along. Okay, so to start off with, I'm just going to run through quickly what has happened. So last week Thursday morning, I woke up, like, you know when you have a frog in your throat and you're just like trying to clear your throat all day. Well, that's what was happening. I went to work. It wasn't a big deal because I just thought, yeah, it's a dodgy throat, but I didn't think like it turned into a cough or anything. It was just I was at work all day trying to like blah, 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 trying to clear my throat. And then so Thursday evening around 10 p.m. I began to cough like, what? I was like, what is this? I was coughing non-stop, coughing from 10 till 4 in the morning. And at that point I had to ring work and say, yeah, I ain't gonna come in. Now ordinarily I would go in with a cough. It's just because of this whole COVID thing. They say if you have a cough, sorry, I'm just looking at my watch. They say if you have a cough, then you need to be self-isolated, which is like, okay, yeah, cool, whatever, I'm gonna do that. So anyway, so I rang, and then I was advised that I needed to ring the well-being team, which is like, okay, cool. So I rang the managers and I told everybody, and then that was that. And then come Thursday, so I rang well-being, and then I left a message, and then they called me back and they were like, oh, what symptoms are you having? What type of cough are you having? So basically I was just describing, which at the time was just a cough, a headache here and there, nothing too big. I just thought, okay, well, it is what it is. Do you know what I mean? Then on Friday, OMG, so I had achiness all over. It was almost like when you've been to the gym for the first time, that kind of achiness. OMG, the achiness was real. So I was like, okay, this is a bit, I wasn't expecting that. And I couldn't keep my eyes open because like keeping my eyes open meant the light would penetrate through, and then that was giving me sharp headaches. It was like someone was using a knife to stab my head, and I was like, what in the world? So your girl being your girl, what did I do? I was like, all right, cool, we're gonna take some medication. So I had night nurse, because like for me, any kind of cold flu type of thing, night nurse solves it. And if night nurse doesn't solve it, then I know it's deeper than that. Like, so I took night nurse, and I went in, took the anointing, took communion, took everything, like, you know. And even after that I did a Facebook video talking about COVID and talking about how we need to get closer to God and all that kind of stuff, right? Because I thought, yeah, I'm feeling a bit more human, I'm feeling a bit better, you know, it's all good. Saturday, hey, Lord God, listen, when I tell you, if not for the grace of God, yeah, I don't know how I would have coped. Y'all just don't understand. Saturday, the whole of my body, like Saturday, I couldn't get out of bed. Like I wanted to move, but I couldn't. I just couldn't. Like in my head, I want to lift my arm, but my body's like, nah, we ain't doing that. I want to do what I want to do. And I'm like, yo, what is this? What is this? So on Saturday, like I thought the Friday achiness was bad until the Saturday achiness came. My God, like I had to let my daughter do her and her brother's breakfast, lunch and dinner, because I was like, I cannot get out of bed to do anything. Legit, I could not. So by that point I've had already lost sense of smell, lost sense of touch, taste. And then on the Saturday was when my skin became like fire, like just touching my skin was on fire. And I was like, what is this? I was hot, I was cold, sorry, and I wanted to cover myself with the duvet, but anytime the duvet touched my skin, it felt like my skin was on fire. So literally all my senses were affected. My sight, because I couldn't keep my eyes open because of the light, was giving me headaches. My taste, I couldn't taste anything. Nose blocked, so I couldn't smell anything. And then the sense of touch, like I could not touch myself, like just like this. Tears would well up in my eyes, and I was like, what? But at that point, the cough had subsided, so I wasn't coughing as much, you know. It wasn't a big deal. It was just really, I was really sore that genuinely, even if I wanted to do something, I would not have been able to. I legit would not have been able to. So then that was that. Saturday night was the same. Like Saturday night, I could not sleep. I could not sleep. Like, oh my God, it was horrible. I couldn't eat. I still can't eat much because I can't taste anything, so I feel like I'm just wasting food. There's no point at this point. But today has been the best that I have felt since Thursday. Like, I feel human again. I feel normal again. At least I can open my eyes and not feel like people are shooting my head, like, you know. So that was Saturday. Sunday now. Sunday was pretty much the same. I was able to do a bit more. I was still achy. Like, I couldn't, I wanted to lay down, right? But if I lie down, every part of my body was hurting. So which side do I lay on? Like, my back was hurting, my sides were hurting, my tummy was hurting, my skin was on fire. It was just like, and I managed to talk to a few people, you know. I talked to a few people on the phone, and I spread my symptoms. I was telling everyone, these are the symptoms I've been having, guys. So everybody look out for this. I'm not saying I have COVID, but I'm saying this is what's happening to me. So on Monday morning was, struggle was real. Monday morning struggle was real. And then I thought, you know what, I feel a bit better. I managed to do a bit of cooking, and when I say cooking, I mean just grill some chicken in the oven. For those that know me, you know that I ain't cooking, but I call it cooking because it's more than I have been able to do in the last 4 days before that. And then today I woke up this morning, and as I was brushing my teeth, I coughed. And legit, there was this massive, okay, I'm sorry, I know this is TMI, right? And I know if you're like, what's the word, if you don't like too much information, you may want to skip this bit, but I'm gonna say it for those who are having symptoms and wondering what is going on. So yeah, this morning I coughed, and there was literally this massive phlegm that came out, like the size of 5p. It was solid, and it was like bluey greeny kind of color. And man, since then I've just been like just clearing my throat a little bit, not coughing as much. I don't feel like someone is strangling me. I don't feel like there's a big lump stuck in my throat, which is great. So winning, we're all right. I'm moving. I am moving whenever I feel like it. My head is not aching at all. So today, man, I feel human again. I still don't have my sense of taste back, but I feel much more human. Now, I want to say something, and this is my belief. I'm not saying it's right, okay? I'm not saying like this is scientifically proven and blah blah blah. I am just saying this is what I believe. I strongly believe that if I was not keto, my symptoms would have been a lot worse. A lot worse. Keto is an anti-inflammatory way of eating, and so there isn't so much inflammation in my body, and so my immune system is a lot more effective in fighting infection. And so if I wasn't, I kept saying to my friends, I was like, I can't imagine not being keto and having these symptoms. Like, it would slash me. I would be in bed even up until now, I strongly believe, because there would have been so much for my body to fight. But at this point, I'm very grateful for my way of eating before I even got any symptoms. And to be quite honest, I've been keto, what, 13 months now? And in the 13 months of being keto, I've only been sick maybe twice. When I say sick, I mean like maybe had a little bit of a runny nose, a little bit of a funny throat. Like, twice, whereas ordinarily, at least periodically, I would have something. The only other time I've been sync on keto is when I've been silly and just eaten food I wasn't meant to eat, but that don't even count because that was self-induced. So, but I have to say, honestly, the way keto has helped me in this, it's amazing. I really believe that, you know, with my cells regenerating, with my body being strong enough, with me feeding myself, feeding my body with real food, my body has been able to fight off whatever this was. Like I said, I'm not saying this is COVID. I'm not saying, I don't know what it was, but whatever it was, it came and it went, and I'm still here and I'm still well. Okay, fine, I sound a bit froggy because, you know, sinuses are still a little bit, they just need to clearing up. I keep saying this, I need suction light just to suck all the rubbish out, and that's that. But overall, I feel amazing. I feel amazing. So now I want to tell people this, right? When I say to people that they need to consider what they eat, I'm being very serious because it goes beyond losing and putting on weight. This thing, the way it's all about the way your body works. The way what you feed your body is what is going to help you in times of stress, is what is going to sustain you in times of stress, is what is going to sustain you when there's things like infections and allergens and all type of things. Like, I'm being so real, like eating real food. As man, I honestly, I did not realize this, and I'm saying this because I had pneumonia in the past, and I had pneumonia when I was non-keto, and it took me 8 weeks to recover. And when I say recover, yeah, I mean just be able to walk without being breathless. That's what I mean recover. I don't mean that my chest was still paining every now and then. Every now and then I would still get some reoccurrent sort of cough, headache, something. And that's with pneumonia. And because I've had pneumonia, I recognize the symptoms for pneumonia. But this time around, I was like, no, because my body is in so much a healthier state. First of all, there isn't so much fat around. Second of all, my midsection is much smaller, so my immune system is more active. It's more alert. My T cells, my B cells, my phagocytes, everything is on point, is ready to go. And honestly, I strongly believe in the power of fasting as well, because I've been doing intermittent fasting in my journey, which I don't think I've mentioned. Yeah, I think I mentioned it in my first video, but I've been doing intermittent fasting as well as keto. So the two of them jam together. Like, your body, listen, no disease can stand a cell that is regenerating, that is feeding on the rubbish. And actually, looking at most pathogens, they feed on sugar. Like, legit, they feed on sugar. Very few of them feed on acid, which is why they get killed in acidic conditions. It's only the enterobacteria that can survive acidic conditions, and I'd say a few fungi. But 90% of them, they can't deal with acidic conditions. They thrive on sugar, they thrive on sweetness, they thrive on glucose. And for the fact that I've been depriving my body of such, and ketone bodies just be like slapping my body left, right, and center, I'm like, yo, listen. This keto's got more benefits than just weight loss and skin glowing and grown hair. Like, for real. It's helping me fight a battle here. So, I just want to say it out there. Listen, I don't know. I just want everybody to be safe, okay? And if there's any time you considered being keto, consider it this time. And I'm saying this, I mean, I'm not saying, you know, if you have symptoms, then decide and go keto when you're coughing and stuff like that. No, because I mean, having any type of infection is already on a strain on your body because your body's trying to fight it, and then on top of that, having keto is like double stress. You don't want to do that. But when you're normal, when I say when you're normal, if you feel okay and you have no symptoms, this is the time. This is the time to eat right, like for real, because you don't realize how much eating right helps you fight disease. Like, you don't have to have underlying health conditions before you can decide that, oh, you know what, you know, I want to come off my diabetes meds, or I want to stop the depression and all that. No, don't wait till that point. Now that you have nothing, get your body to burn in ketones, and then if any pathogen thinks that they're strong enough to come and attack you, your body will be ready to fight back. Just saying. Just saying. So yes, I just want to say this, that honestly I really believe that being keto and running on ketones has really helped my symptoms. And I mean, I think my symptoms were bad, but they were bad for me. Like, you know, there are some people that would have a lot more symptoms. And actually when the well-being team called me yesterday, they thought I was being breathless, and I was like, no, I'm not breathless. Like I'm good, because I've been breathless before, so I know what breathless feels like. But because I don't carry the extra weight around my trachea, there isn't as much fat around my neck. You know, it doesn't feel like I'm being strangled. There isn't as much fat around my heart, around my chest, around my lungs, around my organs. So everything is functioning well. So yes, that is what I wanted to share with you guys. Please share this video, create awareness, and let's heal our bodies with food, even before we get sick. Okay, before we get sick. And then when you do get sick, your body will fight itself. That's all I got for you guys. Thank you for watching, and I will see y'all in my next video.
To the way it used to be, for your presence came and changed.